A-graders. Just about to come in and take his place on the grid. 77 is Ian Plants. First of the Starmen comes from Doncaster. 64 is Kev Smith, Huddersfield based. Keith Chambers, Corbin Nest, number 250. Dan Clark, number 203 from Rockwell. And Nigel Wharton, car number 422. Number 2 is Paul Harrison, missed a few meetings due to engine problems with both his shale and tarmac engine requiring very serious treatment or repair, should we put it that way. Obviously, and ready to go again. Having just mentioned Nigel Wharton there, car number 422, we've got a belated birthday greetings to Rita Moore from Northampton, who is Nigel Wharton's number 1 fan, and would like to see him win the World Final this year. Well, who knows? It might well happen. Best wishes to Rita from Fallon Goldie.
Well, surprise, surprise, we're here at Coventry doing our usual bootleg videos, breaking the law. We thought fascism was dead, but looking at some of the signs around the raceway, no unauthorized videos. But do we care?
There are 22 cars on the grid.
So we've got 22 cars.
The Smith Sons Motors Lada Proton Trophy Heat 1. Just
We'll spare the whispering, Tom Ackroyd.
Junior Winners 515. Visitors to your program number 40. Amongst the B graders. 64 amongst the B graders.
So the cars are rolling now for Heat 1.
22 cars then, and they're ready to roll for this Heat 1 on the Smith Sons Motors Lada Proton Trophy.
And they're about to get a green flag now, and they're away and racing for Heat 1 at Coventry Stadium. It's 110 Race Scriven who's leading. Cars screaming around turns 3 and 4. Already we've lost a car down there, Matt Gilbank, I think. Kev Swift goes over the infield section. We've got Colin Nern in trouble there. Got a bit of a schmozzle on turns 1. We've got a problem down there for Les Spencer. He's going fencewards. We've got all sorts of troubles down on turns 1 and 2. So we've lost Richard Brightman. Bright on, should I say. He looks like he's lost his rear bumper. So we'll try and pick up a few positions. 1-1-0, Ray Scriven retires to the safety of the centre green. Jim Conlon spins it down there on turns 3 and 4. Looks like Neil Long getting well out of shape, and he's lost his boot lid. So it looks like it's Steve Smith who's leading. There's the leader there, Steve Smith. Jamie Davidson trying to move down the inside of Nigel Wharton. Still number 40 who's leading, Steve Smith. Oh, we got a problem down there. Number 5, Johnny Goodall, almost spun out, but he rejoins. Kev Smith cuts over turns 3 and 4 on the grass. And Colin Nunn really whacks into Ian Platts there. Colin Nunn hits a fence there in turn 2. It's like about 3 laps to go now for Steve Smith. There's 2 laps to go now for Steve Smith. And Colin Nern goes smashing into the fence on turn 3. Not Colin Nern, Jim Conlon. Get it right. Looks like he's all okay. We've got a checkered flag out. There's the leader, number 40, Steve Smith. And he takes the checkered flag and the win. Well, we have a problem over there for Johnny Goodall. He's spun around and gets facing the right direction. As 422 and 364 get stuck on the centre green. That's Nigel Wharton and Gary Lenton, of course.
We'll have a go. No doubt you will. It's set you up confidence-wise, though. Yeah, it's a great boost. Great boost indeed. So let's give Steve a cheer as he comes on round the Coventry Raceway in brilliant sunshine on this Saturday evening. I think we all feared that there's rain around, but that's as always, the sun shines on the righteous of stock car racing.
For the first time since the Henderson World Final, wasn't it?
Cars on the grid. Steve Matthews, the one non-starter, number 488, and there's two contenders to the program, numbers 164 and 423.
And the cars are rolling now for heat 2.
21 cars on the grid for heat 2.
Rob Scriven to lead them off. And the pace begins to pick up. And the green flag goes down. Rob Scriven takes the lead with Craig Smith in second place, Keith Neville third, and Richard Johnson fourth. No carnage down there on the first turn. Keith Neville loses it slightly. Craig Howarth gets spun into the fence on the back straight there, but it's looks like Rob Scriven from Richard Johnson. Two cars off down there, looks like Lisa Harter and Phil Bicknell, also Richard Mason, but it's still Rob Scriven from Richard Johnson. Jamie Potter there coming through the field, and Craig Smith dropping back. But it's still Scriven now, coming under a bit of pressure from Richard Johnson. Jamie Potter pulls off over there, but it's Scriven now under tremendous pressure from Richard Johnson. Trying to get past the Lisa Harter car. And Richard Johnson pulls it off over there, so it's now Graham Bird in second place. Lisa Harter almost loses it there in front of Graham Bird. There's your second place man. Harter slowing down over there, having a good time at this blue top. But it's still Scriven now with a fair lead over Graham Bird. Looks like Andy Smith now in third place. Gets a bumper from John Lund. Lund putting Smith under pressure. But it's still Scriven from Graham Bird. Lund in fourth place. Scriven now still has a fair lead as we're coming up to the halfway stage. Still a good battle though between Andy Smith and John Lund. Smith does seem to have the legs though on the John Lund car. But it's still Scriven there in the lead. Graham Bird goes down the inside of Keith Neville. Andy Smith pulls away a bit from John Lund and puts the 407 Craig Smith between them both. But it's now Graham Bird coming under pressure now from Andy Smith, car number 291. And Andy Smith goes down the inside and takes second place quite easily from the Graham Bird car. John Lund now stuck behind. Still Scriven from Smith. John Lund trying to get past the Graham Bird car. Riding his time by the looks of it. Keith Nettle there hits the fence. Now John Lund goes down the inside of Graham Bird. 2 laps to go now for Rob Scriven in the lead. He's getting caught by Andy Smith. Can Rob Scriven hold on? White top from the red top, John Wright goes into fourth place there. But last lap now for Rob Scriven. Will Andy Smith put the last lap blast on to try and put the 117 car into the fence? He goes for it, but will he get round the inside on the last corner? No, it looks like Rob Scriven takes the win. Can Andy Smith power blasting down the straight? But no, Rob Scriven takes the win. A good win there for the white top Rob Scriven. Holds on from 391, Andy Smith. And John Lund is third. But there's the winner though, 117, Rob Scriven. And the red flags go out.
He did well, didn't he?
Yeah. All right. So, you can't put yourself then, Ron, later on? Oh, we can go. I don't know, we're getting too close to the end of it. That's what it's all about, my friend. Not sure yet, but what do you think of practice now? We love it, all right. Well, then, Rob, we'll wish you success for the rest of the meeting here. So, we bring Rob round then in our special parade, the first time in the UK that you've seen this. Designed, well, made in India, but designed and a lot of help.
So the non-starters here, Davies. In this one, Shane Dolan at 371, and Rob Pierce 175,
So we've got the cars rolling now for Heat 3. And it looks like they're away now and racing for Heat 3. Already we've got Tim Warwick in trouble. And 380 and 97 on the infield. And bumpers are flying in down there. We've got Bob Timperley spinning out there and 159. Also having problems. 237 spins it around on a sixpence on the centre green. So the bumper's flying there. Burnsy giving 413 Matt Bennett a shove on turn 3. We've got a marker tyre down on turns 1 and 2, rolling away merrily on its own. Now we've got a problem down there. Looks like Lionel Shaw's in trouble. He's lost the tyre. Well, certainly got a puncture there. Buddy Harrison rides up onto his Nerf bar. Looks like 488 coming under attack there for number 1, the world champion, Peter Valding. So we'll try and pick up a few positions. Looks like it could be 410 actually who's leading, Paul Law. It's all the white tops out in front tonight. And it looks like we've lost Dave King down there on turns 1 and 2. Problem down there again for Bob Timperley. Gilbank there, shoving the bumper in on 410 Paul Lowe. He takes the lead. We're at halfway now. So it's 21 who's leading. Still 410. Looks like he's running third. 21 the leader from 73, from 410, from number 1, from 436, from 471, from 413, from 38. There's the leader there, 21 Matt Gilbank. Just 5 laps to go now for 21 Mark Gilbank. And we've got a major shunt down there with 488. He waxed the fence there, that was caught up with another car. Looked like 410 Paul Law. He spun around and safely out of the way. But he's clobbered 21 almost, and that's the leader. So it's still 21, still under constant pressure now from 73. Just about 3 laps to go now for Gilbank. Falling a long way back in third. There's 2 laps to go now for Gilbank. 436 is under attack now from 471. That's a battle for 4th place. Coming up for the last lap. There, Gilbank starts the last lap. Looks like he's got the race in the bag. Looks like Rob Kelly's too far back to do anything. Gilbank safely rounds turn 3 and 4 just to run down to the checkered flag on the home straight. So Gilbank the winner there from 73 from number 1. And Bobby Burns just crossed the line in front of 436 for 4th. And the Reds are out.
So the world's strongest frontman coming out to join us on the infield here at Brandon in a moment. And after the next race right away, we'll give you an opportunity to fill range of Lana and Proton cars and supplied by Smith & Sons, just down the road a bit. They're always happy to talk sense to you. And good old faithful supporters of Stockmore Formula One racing here in France. So that's good. That is going up later on tonight. That's the racing as well. With the sun shining, big glass for all. Money!
Well, that was training, because you don't get much like that by standing still.
I was in the gym this morning getting ready for this one.
Now, the first world record day, what was that against?
The first world record was when I pulled Concorde 40 feet to Heathrow.
They must have thought you were mad.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Well, it's what everybody says, why do I do it? I mean, why do mountain climbers climb mountains? Why do guys drive cars around here? It's because they want to do it, and I've got this strength. And I want to show the people I've got this strength. And that's why I do it.
Oh, we're very into that. Did you always want to do this sort of thing when you were at school, you know, years ago?
When I was at school, I really was the 9-stone weakling. Yeah, absolutely. I used to be bullied at school.
Make it up for it now.
I'd like to try and see them bully me now.
Yes, I'm not going to argue. Listen, Dave, you're sponsored by Lada, which is great. That's why you're here. You're going to really stop these cars going down?
Well, we'll give it the best shot that I've got. We'll have a couple of warm-ups first, and then the cars will actually go out to full tilt in first gear. I mean, somebody can sit in with the cars if they like, but with no slip in the clutches, nothing. First gear, down to the floor.
How are they going to hook you up? I mean, they just throw a rubber band around the waist or what?
Quite a bit, you know, you'll slip that place, and especially the protection on my arms that I need as well, the sponges that I need, even though at least, what, 2-3 inches of sponge on my arms, they'll still cut my arms, you'll see that afterwards.
Right, now listen, I know you've been on the big breakfast show, weird going on nowadays, but you can't get on the telly properly because you're underweight?
That's right. In the World's Strongest Man, the competition, they keep telling me that I'm going to be 18.5 stone plus.
Well, what do you weigh now?
I'm just 17 stone now, but I've got 16 world records that nobody else has got.
Are they still on you on?
Well, in the World's Strongest Man, they pull an 8-ton truck. I pull Concorde, which is 101 tons.
They're mad. They're missing out on you, Dave.
Well, I wish everybody thought the same way.
Well, we give it a best shot. All right, so we'll just jockey the Triangle into position. The strain. Watch to make sure he doesn't slip the clutch. Yeah. Strain lead, take that there. 2 cars full of cars. Dave Ironman Gorda. This is just a little practice session.
Just a warm-up.
All right. Dave just psyching himself up. Okay, he said? All right.
Is that what it?
Dave, that was the warm-up. You feel okay with that?
Okay.
Going to do it for real?
Yeah, we'll get them, try and get them up to full tilt.
All right.
It's about a stone underweight, but World's Strongest Man, isn't it?
That was the warm-up, Boris. That was okay.
Pretty early round there.
Feels happy with that. We're going for real now, all right? Set the other car, make sure they go. And this is why we need you to give us a hand, because we need you to do a countdown from 5, so the cars can take up the strain. Everything okay? That was just a warm-up. It's your turn next. Pardon? We're joking. All right. So Dave Ironman Gorda then.
Dave Ironman Gordon.
Right, come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's count down from 5. So we take the strain up. Starting off with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So the car's red. The exhaust.
I'll pay for the chips now.
Guys, failed.
No, second Dave. Again? God, it's true. Not happy with that, Ron? Arms down here. No, we're not happy with that. We'll do it again. How quick can you change your clutch? Pretty quick. I don't know, you come up with yourself and pitch. So, Dave's going to attempt it again. Not happy with that one at all there, so we'll rev the cars back up. Right, Dave? Okay, this side. Concentrate. Right, here we go then. Nice and steady, he says. Take up that straight. 2 cars pulling away in first gear. Nice and steady, drivers. Let's take up the strain. Away we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Irongorder attempting to stop these 2 Lada Samaras in their tracks.
That doesn't take much, does it?
I'll have to get wheel spinning, mate.
Ready, go! Yeah, there they go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, come on, give Dave Irongorder a round of applause. Stopping the 2 Samaras in their tracks.
Well, that was stunning, that wasn't it? That was awesome.
Dave, that sounded painful.
That's women.
Yes?
Yeah.
I think we can understand what you mean.
I heard him say that when we were here.
The marks on his arms are there, ladies and
Seen you,
gentlemen. Oh, dear.
Should have just
Cannot believe that.
Don't them.
He's on the terrace, and you ain't going to argue with him, that's for sure.
What a fantastic crowd, Rick. I've never done a show like this before. What a brilliant show.
They've got people at that direction, you like it?
Thanks for people. Yeah, I'll be back.
Oh, I'll be back. Yeah, we've got our own on, we don't need foreigners. All right. So come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's give David a round of applause as he comes round the Brandon 12.
And the cars get away now for the cancellation. Davies requiring a push start. Nigel Wharton and Gazbot, the Reds in this race. It's Dave East on pole position. As they come down to the 3rd turn, pace begins to pick up, and the green goes down, and Craig Smith spins it away already. Not even finished the straight, but it looks like it's Peter McCrudden there. Davey spins it down there, gets collected by Keith Neville, and a few blues off there, just like Barry. And Bob Timperley off in the middle there. James Potter spins away. Cars trying to avoid the Bob Timperley car now. They'll probably wait for a suitable time to pull it into the centre green. The back wheel there on the Bob Timperley car buckled. Cars sitting their way past. Johnny Goodall over the centre green as Bob Timperley pulls it out of the way. Good man. But it's still Peter McCrudden in the lead from 307 Tim Warwick and 410 Paul Lowe. There's your leader. Coming up behind the Neil Long car, goes out slightly wide and half spins, but Tim Warwick catches up a bit. Looks like Gary Linton in 3rd place. A couple of cars off down there, looks like 164. But it's still Peter McCrudden from Gary Linton. McCrudden's gone now. It's Gary Linton in the lead. There's your leader, Gary Linton. Tim Warwick now in the lead as Gary Linton goes off. Tim Warwick now in car 307. Can he win now tonight? Les Spencer coming under pressure from Glyn Daft as Dave Cottrell bails out of his car. Neil Long, though, challenging for the lead. And Dave King goes into the lead now. It's Dave King. Now it's Johnny Goodall in the lead in car number 5. There's your leader. Car number 5, Johnny Goodall, as the way the yellows are out, it looks like Dave Cottle is injured down there. He's holding his arm. Still rolling. Get the thumbs up. Still Johnny Goodall in the lead. Dave King in second. Richard Mason third.
Bench up there, these.
And Dave East, he's smoking away in a kind of smoking type fashion. And the green flag goes down again, and we restart the race. It's Johnny Goodall from 3:31, Dave King, and 2:02, Richard Mason. Goodall goes down the inside of Dave East there. Dave King up over the Dave East car. So it's now as Richard Mason pulls off now, so they're dropping like flies in this race, and looks like Johnny Goodall is well out in the lead now. Looks like Craig Howarth now is into second place. And Wilf Warren's out into the fence over there. But it's still Johnny Goodall from 52, Craig Howarth, which is... Craig Howarth is actually catching up the Johnny Goodall car. Can he catch him for the last part of this race? But it's still Johnny Goodall with Neil Long right behind him. Neil Long tries to get down the inside of the Johnny Goodall car. And Jim Conlon hard into the fence over there. Looks to have demolished the fence slightly. This will require a race stoppage. The fence does look to be damaged over there. And Neil Long spins it off over there. Takes Wilf Warnes with him, who nearly rolls there. Jim Conlon pulls it away, but the fence does look to be knackered over there. Anyway, as we get on with the race, it's still Johnny Goodall in the lead. Craig Howarth is a long way behind now, having been caught up. It looks like it's 4:22. It could be Nigel Wharton in second place, and he's actually catching. It is Nigel Wharton in second place now. Johnny Goodall pulls off. It's Nigel Wharton in the lead now. Looks like 2-8. Derek Fairhurst in second place. Wharton sticks the bumper in on the Dave Willis car side. Gary Linton's car smoking over there. But it's still Wharton from Derek Fairhurst, who's pushing the Barry Heath car to get him out of his way for a run at the 422 car. Wharton now with 3 laps to go. Derek Fairhurst still in second place. Dan Fairhurst. 2 laps to go now for the leader, Wharton. Fairhurst does seem to be catching though in second place. A good show driver now. But last lap now for Nigel Wharton. And he comes round the last corner now. Nigel Wharton takes the checkered flag. Derek Ware second. Looks like Glindaff third. There's your winner. 4:22, Nigel Wharton. Second place man 218 there. And 96 Glindaff third.
You're not by this. You're not put up by this, right?
So we've got 29 cars on track now for the grand final. Steve Smith and Rob Scriven on pole position. They're both heat winners tonight, so they've got quite an advantage. Another way in racing now for the grand final. Cars absolutely streaming, and it's already Steve Smith who's leading. And we've got problems over there for whoa, and we've got a big rollover over there. That's Bobby Burns, and the yellows are out. Big rollover down there for Bobby Burns. So very spectacular rollover there. Bobby Burns all okay down there. So a big round of applause down there for the Bolland Bomber from Romford. So we've got the cars rolling for the restart now after that highly spectacular barrel roll by Bobby Burns. And they're away and racing now for the final on the restarted race. And the bumper's flying down there on turn 3. Stevie Oggy sticking the bumper in good and hard. Steve Smith who's leading. Just becoming a bit of a problem now at Coventry Stadium. So it's still Steve Smith who's leading. Jamie Davidson spun off on the centre green there on turn 2. Looks like John Lund sticking the bumper in there on Kev Smith. Kev Smith gets well sideways and carries on. Looks like we've got 38, Jason Holden, who's taken over the running now. Oh, we got Keith Chambers spun right around there on turn 3 and turn 4. Whoa, and 98 Les Spencer goes whacking into the side there of the Keith Chambers machine. So it looks like it could, it's still 38. Jason Holden who's leading the race. He's the ex-Speedworth man. So 215 Jeff Nichols in second place with 128 John Wright third. 77's gone to the infield with a flat right rear tyre. And it looks like 215 Jeff Nichols is attacking Jason Holden down there on turns 1 and 2. They're both being caught up by 128 John Wright. John Wright comes in with a bumper there on turn 3 and passes Holden down the inside. It's 215 who's taking the front now from 128 from 38. Looks like 97's in 4th place. Jason Holden's lost a lot of ground now on turns 1 and 2. It's still then 215, the yellow top driver from the blue top man. 128 John Wright from 38, from 97, from 2 and 8. And if anything, 215's pulling away slightly. So, could 215 Jeff Nichols pull off the surprise of the century? And now, 128 John Wright looks to be homing in on the back bumper of the 215 car. He sticks the bumper in there on turns 1 and 215's gone into the fence down there. Now there's the mother and father of pileups on turn 1. 128 John Wright is absolutely yonks into the lead. Looks like Jason Holden second. This has really thrown the race wide open for the positions. 128 is absolutely miles in the lead. There's the leader. Looks like John Lund's into second now. And the cars are still piling in down there on turn 1. And 371's been hooked up with 73. So it's Matt Gilbank who's moved up into 3rd place. There's the leader, absolutely miles in the lead. So we've got the lap board saying that Gilbank is 3rd, and there he is. So John Lund not going to be able to do anything about... Oh, and Andy Smith belted hard in the fence there by Kev Smith. Major blag there. And the track pretty congested down on the turn 3 and 4 area. So it's still 128. We've got the yellow flags out on turns 3 and 4. 215 retires to the safety of the centre green. The reds are out, the reds are out. We've got a problem down there with Andy Smith. So the results are standing. It looks like it was John Wright who won from 53. Looks like Nigel Wharton moved up into 3rd place with Gilbank 4th, Clark 5th, and Stevie Hodgson 6th.
What do you expect? So, it's a big day for Joanna and Proton, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, and now we've got David here, the strength of Larder behind us. Hopefully we'll be able to strength.
We said earlier on when we were showing people your latest cars, all they've got to do is just pop down the road a bit, come talk terms with you.
Yes, days a week, till 8 o'clock in the evening. No problem. Come and see my lads there, take care of them. Don't come and have a...
Mr. Muscles is on back as well.
Come for a cup of coffee. You know, come and have a chat. Come and chat to Speedway, come and chat to Stock Car. We're there. There.
Good family business.
We're there. We're happy to see everybody, please.
I know that. Good man. All right, well, we thank Smith.
And here we go now. It's about to start for the Grand National. Stocks Line sponsored. Bobby Burns is out in this heat after rolling in the final. Spectacular roll. The car's been checked over, the front bumper slightly bent. So no John Wright in this race, the winner of the final. And dismissed their cause of the stoppage in the final. As the points to be led off by 280 Colin Nairn, 410 Paul Lowe, and 434 Peter McCrudden as the pace begins to pick up now, and the green flag goes down. Looks like Paul Lowe just jumps into the lead there. Blue's getting knocked about a bit down there. Lisa Harter over the centre green slightly. Ian Platt's going slightly wide. But it's Peter McCrudden in the lead now with Paul Lowe in second place. First of the yellows looks to be 164, Jamie Potter. The reds battling down into the first turn now. Bobby Burns flying with a wingless wonder. But it's still Dave McCrudden now as Dave Lewis goes off there. Colin Nairn goes off with John Kaiser. John Sace pulls it off. As Dan Clark pushing and then John Lund there over the front of the Andy Smith car. But it's still Peter McCrudden now from 31 Dave King and 202 Richard Mason. The Reds fairly well bunched together down there. 203 Dan Clark and 337 Dave Willis come together. But it's still McCrudden now from Dave King, and looks like Richard Mason giving James Potter, whose car is on fire down there. There's a fire underneath the Jamie Potter car. Better to jump out if I was in, get the fire extinguisher on that car. But anyway, as we carry on, it's still Peter McCrudden from Dave King and from Richard Mason with Les Spencer in fourth. There goes McCrudden now in first place with Dave King slightly catching him and Mason in. Cars all over the place now on this last turn here. A blowback fire there underneath Craig Howell's car. It still seems to be flaming down there. The fire has gone out. And it looks like Peter McCrudden has now disappeared. It looks to be Dave King now into the lead. 31 Dave King, can he win a race here? The unlucky man at Coventry. He's got Rob Cowley right behind him and Richard Mason also. As he spins it away there, does Dave King, so it's Mason who takes the lead. Dave King rejoins, but it's Mason in the lead. Looks like Les Spencer in third place. So it's the Blues leading this race. Bobby Burns absolutely flying without his wing. Rob Cowley is actually a lap down, but still keeps giving the 202 car the bumper. It's getting quite hectic now. There's a lot of traffic in front of 202 Richard Mason. I've no doubt though he will use his bumper. Rob Cowley gets pushed wide there by Les Spencer in his pursuit of Richard Mason. Mason now though has got Dave Willis in front at the side of him in the old Les Spencer car. And a good bit of teammanship there. Dave Willis in the old Les Spencer car holds up Richard Mason and lets Les Spencer through. Dave Beresford into the fence down there. Here's Richard Mason lining up for a big go on the back of the Les Spencer bumper. Tries for the inside there, but it doesn't quite come off for him. So it's Les Spencer from Richard Mason now. Dave King seems to have disappeared now in third place, but it's still these two in first and second place, well ahead of the next placeman, which looks to be two cars off there. Ian Platts and Shane Durrell fast into that corner. It could be Richard Brighton in third place by the looks of it. So as the race carries on now, it's still Spencer from Mason. Spencer goes slightly wide, enabling Richard Mason to catch up. Mason could stick at the bumper there. Dave King goes into the fence. No, it's not Dave King, it's Craig Howard. Les Spencer under tremendous pressure now, gets the bumper from Richard Mason, and Mason takes the lead. As the lap boards go out now, 3 laps to go now for Richard Mason with Les Spencer right behind him. There could be fireworks here. It's Mason from Spencer from Richard Brighton. 2 laps to go for Richard Mason. Mason up behind Derek Fairhurst in the 218 car. And there's a 410 car in the middle of the road there, in the way. Will Dave Willis give the bumper to Richard Mason and slow him down? Anyway, now we're on to the last lap and Mason is clear. Mason is clear from the 98 car. He's being held up by Lisa Harter though. But Richard Mason comes round though to take the checkered flag, and Richard Mason wins the Grand National. 98 Les Spencer in second place, and Peter McCrudden, it looks like, in third. But there's your winner, 202 Richard Mason from Cleckheaton. And the Reds go out.
Problems with tonight's meeting. Again, we thank Smith & Sons for their sponsorship of the event with their Lauda and Proton cars. That's good. Drink? You fine? Yeah, over. That's a Pineo, sure is. Right. I'll remember that. Sure you will. Right, there's a young man there waving. All right. Give us a wave. No. My little boy's got a coat like that. And we all. Alright, so we've got Richard back then, as we're doing that. A final salute to him. A final thanks for me to Smith & Sons, Marlborough Proton. Go talk to those people. I'll talk you about a great deal.